And we have liftoff. Thank you for tuning in to the Planet Guardian podcast, Boys Planet Edition. We're your hosts, Aneesa and Robbie. We're so glad to have you back for episode 3 of Boys Planet, an Mnet survival show of 98 contestants from Korea and all around the world competing to enter into a 9-member boy group. So, how did you feel about this episode, Aneesa? Give me 3 words. We're bringing the 3 words back.
Bringing it back. But I'm so bad at that. I'll just say, this is interesting. I feel like I always say that,
sentence.
Every time you ask for 3 words, I always give you a sentence.
It's called talent, and I love it. My 3 words are... I have so many words. My 3 words are unfair and filler but no filler. And these aren't even words. These are just statements.
Yeah.
3 statements. And you should have never gotten the show because you actually were successful in your career. And coming on this show does nothing positive for you. And if you just stayed at home and just wrote some songs, you would have been much better off than you are now. Was that too much?
It was a bit much, but let's get started.
Let's get started. All right, your top 9. Let's go, Janai. No,
I almost forgot. Okay. This is my current top 9. I think almost everything's the same. So I still have Anthony as my 1 pick. You can see it, right?
Yeah, I see it now.
Okay.
Okay. Doha's in your 9.
Yeah, I mean, he's been in there for. I still like his stage, and I don't think he's performed yet, right, with these groups. Yeah, so I'm just like, I still like him. I still like the other 2 PM guy, and I really like the stage that we saw with him in it. Still like Jiwoon. So the new one is Wumuti, I think is how you say his name.
Yeah, Wumuti.
Yes, and I remember he was in your top 9, and I was like, I like his smile, so let me remember him. But I didn't need to remember him because he reminded me, like he made sure this performance was so good.
Yeah.
And I still like Matthew. I really like his performance. I like his voice still. Ricky, I will not be able to get over young and rich, tall and handsome. Because every time I try to do my top 9 and I'm like redoing it and I see Ricky, my first thought is young and rich, tall and handsome.
Yes, that is the only thing he's contributed to this show.
Yeah.
I was going to give you a lot of flack because you had Christian in your 9 and Christian pulled a Shy Bing, and I was like,
well, no. I wanted to say, because he pulled a Shy Bing, I almost put him back in my top 9.
Oh, no!
Because I looked at him, I was like, oh, this guy looks mean, and he's cute. I like this.
Did you notice he was like, he was in the group with like all the Chinese guys, and there was like maybe a few Korean, and the one of the Korean members were the leader, and he's like, okay, let's do, and then they just start speaking Chinese.
Yeah,
and then he was like, and then he was like, what's going on? He's like, hold on, take your time, hold on, be slow. And then he went back into Chinese. I know he did not just pull a Shy Bing.
Yeah, on one hand, I don't blame them for just speaking Chinese because the whole team is Chinese.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I think I got upset because it felt like, from my perspective, they all have all the Chinese members that they have shown, the contestants, have a general command of Korean. So it felt rude to just like speak in a language that he doesn't know how to speak when you guys are working as a team. Like, I'm not, because I've worked in places where like there's multicultural, so I get that. But at the same breath, like, you guys are working in as a collaborative team. So when you exclude everyone and excluding the leader, it just seemed very rude. So I was like, yeah.
I'm about global. So yeah. 8 and 9, Jong Hao.
You have one more Korean person than I do. Ain't that something?
Ooh. Yeah. I feel like Doha is a little bit, I have to see his stage. See his stage.
He could give me nothing and he's still not going anywhere.
That's true.
I'm sorry.
I have to hear his voice again. Like, I feel like I like his voice too. Anyways, let me switch to you so you can share your top 9.
Oh no, you're fine. Before you leave, who are your substitutes? Because I feel like I have people on the sidelines of, if this person gets in, I'm not gonna be upset. I'm saying, like, because you know how like back in Girls Planet, you're like, oh, like this is my 9, but if there were 12.
If there were 12?
Like if there were like 12. Who
So
would be
kind of
your
like my rank 10 to 12.
yeah.
Oh, I never really thought about it because I feel like I like these people
Got it.
here,
Got it. You don't
you
have to add
know?
anybody. I was just wanting to like hear who else you were interested in.
No, actually, I think it's because if I want to add people, it will be Koreans. And I'm at the point where I'm just like, I want the way that Kepler has 3 foreigners, and then that's what I want in this group. I want it
You
the
want
other
your
way around.
revenge.
Yes, I want it the other way around. I want this to be a straight global, and I want the Korean members to be Matthew. Do they have any other mixed like Koreans in this group?
No.
No, okay. Matthew's the only like Korean who's in the global category. So,
And I believe if they didn't put him in show global, he wouldn't have stood out as much.
yeah,
That's how
yeah,
I feel.
yeah.
Okay. Interesting. The only person on the sidelines, like if there was a top 10, is
Mhm.
Haruto, just because he impressed me. Like I finally saw the Haruto magic.
I have some things to say about that.
Oh, what do you mean? He's in
Do
your
you
top
want to
nine
hear
too?
now? Yes, he is. I do like him, but I will say that I feel that he's getting
The
no
edit
one
push.
compares him to shouting, but he's getting a shouting edit or maybe a Hikaru edit where it's like
Okay.
we're gonna hide everything that you're lacking to make it
Uh
look like you're really good.
oh,
Like
I
he
didn't say
can
he's
rap.
not lacking. I'm just saying that, like, in terms of rap, that he's
Yeah,
good.
it was
And
good.
yeah, for sure. So I'll do also Matthew is on the sidelines for me.
Why?
I like him, but there can only be 9.
I like how you liked him first, and I was like, I don't get it. And now I like him, and now you took him out.
Because I think I I don't know. Because I was like, oh, we needed the children's place type vibe. And then I was like, huh,
He's not a
never
child
mind.
anymore, huh?
No. I don't know why. I was just like, oh, he can be like the Yeso. Like,
Mm.
but then I said, no.
Yeah, when he was all done up, he wasn't giving yes. So maybe
Yeah.
one of the blonde boys, there was 2 blonde boys in
Mm-hmm.
I think Aju Nice. No,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. The 2 blonde boys in the EXO song with Anthony's team. They one of
Mm-hmm.
them might give yes. So
Right. But I still like again, it's just a lot of talent, so it's hard, right?
it is.
Um, so I brought Wumiti in because I liked what he did. And I was like,
What do you mean you kept him in? He was already in your or were you just
no,
voting
last
for
week he was
him?
not in my top.
Oh, but you've
So
been voting for him.
recently.
Oh.
And also I took I stopped voting for Nice
Why?
because there's no saving him.
Oh, oh my gosh.
And Kong is also in my like waiting wings
Really?
because he actually got good singing, or maybe in that showed all his bad takes, but then he was singing dun 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 dun. He had that whole opening part. And I'm like, he's carrying this group vocally.
He
And,
was,
made
yeah.
it look like he couldn't sing.
Wow.
But yeah, but anyway, back to my top 9. So Anthony, I'm gonna play like Mnet and say you did great because I saw, but only I saw, and that's okay. Did you notice or no?
No, notice what?
Great. We're just leaving it there. Vote for Anthony. Top one. G Group Center. We'll talk about it afterwards.
All right, yeah.
Doha honestly could cough, and I would be like, great.
I thought that would be dull for you.
Oh, well. So Doha is giving straight Sohei,
Mm-hmm.
and Daul is giving me like Sohei from IOI, and Daul is giving me also Sohei, but a little bit of Heiwan.
So you want a Haywan and Minju combo going on.
Right. Yes. 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 But
Mm.
the thing is, Daul has like a really deep voice.
I like his voice though.
I want him to rap.
Ooh.
I
You can
want
have
him
a
to give
Manami
me
on the beat moment.
but I need him to give me Haywan rap.
Like Boombaya.
But the thing is, like, remember when she was in the second round and she was singing that da 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 motor go that song?
No.
You didn't watch Produce 48 like I did. But
No,
I
I
want
watched
that.
it, but I don't remember every
You were
stage.
there for one woman, Cotton, and when she didn't get in, you were like, no.
I was there for Hey One too. I just wasn't active like with Girls Planet and Boys Planet, like
Got
remembering
it.
every single name,
Got it. Got it. But yeah, I want him to have his moment because I think
Wow.
he has something to bring. That deep voice is intriguing. Anyway, Kenta, he's as good, but I have a feeling that they're going to what's poor girl name from AKB? Miyu. I have a feeling they're going to Miyu him.
Really?
I have a feeling because they built Miyu up. She's this vocalist from Japan, and then and the finale, they did some stuff. To this day, I still feel like Miyu was got into Eyes One. I think a lot more Japanese girls did, but then they rigged them out. But this is not a Eyes One
I think that
podcast.
Keita, yeah, I can see that because he kind of came in with the fan base too, right? So he's kind of like free views in a way. Okay.
Right. Gunwook, I like him. He's all rounder. He's like, oh, I have 4 Koreans instead of 3. I have one more than you do.
Wow.
But that can change. Zheng Hao is just giving me intrigue. I like what he's doing. Wumati, we talked about that. Hey, Hanbin's gonna be the dry K number 1. I like, but like a Chaehyung if I liked her. Like I don't
I thought
dislike
you
her.
liked her.
I don't dislike her, but if I was rooting for her.
Oh, I thought you were like rooting. You seem like you were rooting for her, like
No, I just
maybe.
was okay with her.
Oh, okay.
I
You
like I was
accepted that
okay.
she's getting
Yeah,
in,
I
so
accepted that she was getting in. No one said that I was rooting for her.
I
I
see.
just knew she was getting in, and I was like, the thing is, I just called her getting number 1. Remember,
I
I was
think
like,
the way that you worded it, it just felt very supportive. Like, oh,
oh
don't
God,
worry, girl,
no,
you got
oh
this.
no. I was like, no, you're. I was like, yeah, she's going to get number 1. And Hiruto is just my visual.
Can you remind me what did Hiroto do?
He was a center for Ajunice for the pink team for the G group.
Oh, okay.
He was just it's like he's the Minju. Like they're gonna put him in a nice outfit and he's gonna bring the visual. I think I have a good mixture of talent and crunch and visual.
It's because your talented people are very talented. It can work.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Okay. I had to
yeah,
think about it. I was like, but then I was like, no, yeah, your people are pretty good.
yeah. I don't dislike this. And then I have people that I'm not upset about if they got in, you know? I feel like this is the first time where I'm like, I'm not saying we need someone to sing. I just
Don't even lie and say that. People will say that and then
no, this is the first time I'm like, we need someone to sing. I'm like, I don't care. Like, I figure it out, Mnet. Get the ghost vocalist from somewhere and make them sing it, and then they just lip sync over it.
Do boy groups really be singing live? I thought they were really about the performances and stages, you
At
know?
this point, girl groups don't sing live either.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, you still gotta be able to sing. Like you can only
Yeah,
auto tune and fix and ghost vocals so much.
but they just can get through Doha a single line.
Those
All he has to
Haywan
say is
lines.
yeah. He says otake, and that's all I need. That is
You could get the
all I
Bandier
need.
lines.
Yeah. Doa would eat up a
Yeah.
Oh, he would eat that up.
You want to talk about the stages now?
Sure. So
I think we could just talk about the sets instead of one and one and one, you know?
I also want to say it was cute how the filler was worth, like it played into the story, because I was like, okay, they're doing arm wrestling. I think they could have honestly just like cut like quick cuts to see who was gonna be first or second, but it's fine. At least that I just want to acknowledge that they did do arm wrestling to see who went first and second. It was a part of the story. It happened. Mm-hmm. So Audrey Nice was first, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, you can go ahead. G Group went first.
Yeah, but I feel like G Group in Audrey Nice, weren't their vocals like atrocious?
From what I remember, Kong was carrying them.
Yeah.
And I was like, y'all made it seem like this man could not sing.
I didn't really like their vocals though. I think and like for this set, I preferred K Group, but it doesn't help that Mingyu, one of my tops, the 2 p.m. one, he was in that group, and then he did the cute little whatever thing that they were hyping up. I was just like, yeah, this is great. And he was kind of the only one that I noticed in that stage.
I just noticed like Hiruto from the G Group, and I was like, cool. Mm-hmm. I was like, I was voting for the right person. Great, move on. Mm-hmm. I agree the Cave Group vocals were better, but that is to be expected. I think whoever picked the Audrey Nice team for the G Group didn't fully think about. You have to think about the whole picture. You have to have the person that's going to be screaming. But I was really proud of Kong and his like vocals, because he pulled it together.
I feel like anytime when you're forming a team, I guess like the Kill This Love team, they both thought like, hey, we're gonna do Kill This Love. But
I have thoughts on that team.
Yeah, but the other teams, like this team, you don't necessarily know that you're gonna get this song. So you have to think, you gotta have every part covered. The vocals, you have to have
a little bit of something.
Yeah, you need a little bit of everything, because you don't know what song you're getting. You have to be able to cover all your bases.
Right. Like next episode, they're gonna have that team where they're full of rappers.
Sheesh. Was this the team when they had to choose like main vocal and like no one wanted to be main vocal or something like that?
It's giving me, you know what it's giving. You know, it sounds like it's gonna be another Fiesta.
We need that though.
But look at her now. Ito Miyu, star. Anyway.
I just feel like the 17 stages were okay.
Yeah, it wasn't something to write home about for me. You want to talk about Kill This Love?
Yeah. Kill This Love. So that was Gunwook's team, and then the G Group, who like early chose their team with Matthew. G Group slayed for me.
Yeah, first off, of course. Gunwook was like, I know this is going to look good for me, so I want to do this for me.
I like how he was setting up the teams, and he was telling the guy, like, okay, you need to do this guy, this guy, this guy. We need to Kill This Love. Everyone needs these exact roles. And I'm just like, all the good people are being picked out. He was kind of smart for that. He had to do what he had to do.
I feel like he was like, this is going to be great for me. And he had the highest points out of the whole team.
Yeah.
Because he knew he was going to be able to pull off that for him. I don't know how he thought about everybody else. But he was like, great for me.
I think he thought about everyone else in a way that's like, I need the proper people to support exactly what I need. Yes. At least with the trainees that were left, because
he was like, oh yeah, he would be good, like in conjunction of me. It was giving me that.
But it worked. Like with the trainees that they had left, he made it work. They weren't gonna win.
No. But he knew that this his time. Yes. He was you know what it was giving me? It was giving me Young.
What, with ice cream?
No. I mean, even though she wasn't as bold, it was like she was doing another Blackpink song. She wasn't gonna win. Her story was different.
But wait, that was Diane's team. The other, how do you like that? Oh, I even forgot about that team.
You see, I'm an almanac. I remember these things.
Oh my gosh.
But this one, he was new. He was bold. Diane was like, I'm gonna try my best to make a good situation out of this scenario.
That's funny, because isn't Gunwook also a jellyfish?
Jellyfish, yes.
Interesting.
But I'm not here's the deal. I wasted my manifestation abilities on Da Young. I could have put more into other people. So I'm just gonna let him do his thing. Yeah. I'm focused on two people, well, three, but two people need me more than the third. Mm-hmm. Anyway, who was a standout for you in Kill This Love between the K group and the G group?
I don't think I can, between the groups or the members in the group.
Between, like, you can pick one from G group or like as many people as you want to from each group. Like if you pick two from one and two from the other.
I didn't really like K group, and like for a variety of reasons. First of all, I didn't like that. I mean, this is like a newer K-pop thing, but it matters, which is the ending fairies. Yeah. I think at the end they all like dropped on the ground, and it was only Gunwook who got an ending fairy because everyone else was on the ground.
Yeah, he's Beyonce.
Yeah, I was like, that was say Beyonce. Yes. That's really what it felt like he did. I was like, what is this? Like this is a show where we're voting. We need the ending fairies, like see their faces and names.
Look, maybe if I just asked me to drop on the floor, I'd be like, no, you and I will stand up together. Look, I didn't come all the way from Bangladesh over here that does not sing and dance. Or wherever this part, because I did not come from Iceland just to be eliminated from round one.
If he's playing the game, he's very smart because he really was a standout. But the G group was just too good. Like Matthew and Jong Hao. Yeah, it wasn't like there was no weak points in G group. Every person was good.
And I like the red.
Yeah.
That was nice. Dramatic. And Jong Hao was good. Everyone was good.
Mm-hmm. Matthew looked really good. I thought he would be too much of a baby for like the really manly.
Well, he's 20.
Yeah, but you know,
he doesn't read 20.
He looks 20, I think. He just is very shy.
Well, he's short and he wears really baggy clothing. So that already shrinks him and ages him down. Yeah. So it's just like, come on, children's place.
They made it work though. I like the G
No, they did make it work though, and he's a solid contestant. He's giving me an older Gwen Maya energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
But you know,
did you have any standouts for this one, or just Gunwook?
Beyonce. No, the G team was great. I mean, G team was great. I really don't have any. They all collectively were good. They showed out.
I think it's solidified at least Jong Hao in my top 9.
Oh yeah, he's not shouting, but what I'm saying is he's giving me like what the magic that people saw for shouting, I see for him.
Yeah.
Except he's vocally talented.
I mean, it helps that we see him earning like the all-star status and everything, rather than we just have to accept
that's what it
skill
is.
Level. Yeah. Let me stop shading this chick.
No, I've already was very shady. I was already very shady from the beginning. We're getting back to our roots.
We love shouting. She was in my top 9 in like episode 2. Okay, episode 1. I don't know. Love Me Right?
Never was in my top until the end.
But yeah, Love Me Right.
Okay, Love Me Right. I'm just going to start off and say, if I have a vision, if Jay does not get in this group, he is going to be snatched and debuted ASAP by another company, because his company he's in currently is small. So they're going to buy his contract out and we're going to see him in the K-pop industry. I just firmly believe he's ready.
That's how I feel too. I feel like his debut is solidified now.
It's whether it is here or elsewhere.
I think it's going to be in K-pop though.
No, I'm saying whether it's in this group or in another group, he's debuting. And he's debuting in 2023 or early 2024. This show has solidified he is going to be in industry. Mm-hmm. I don't know if those rumors are true. I don't know what he did. I'm not voting for him. I'm not getting in his way either. But what I will say is this man is talented. Mm-hmm. He knows what he's doing. It is very rare for you to be able to sing and dance at the same time and be not breathy.
And he has the charisma and charm and the looks that people like.
Yes, exactly. He has the whole package.
Mm-hmm.
And I just see some company putting a boy group together, and if he doesn't work out here, they're going to snatch him as a late addition. Pledis is putting a boy group together as we speak right now. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't make it in this group, that Pledis will hold off and buy his contract out and get him in that group. He looks like a Pledis boy, actually, if I think about it. Like, he looks like he could have been in a 17 or like old New Est or whatever. He has that look.
Mm-hmm.
So
this is a side note. Yeah. But I just think it's really funny that a lot of Korean people are like, the only global trainees we need is like Jay and Matthew. We don't need any Chinese. And I'm just like, isn't Jay Chinese? He's not mixed. Korean.
Yeah, he's not Korean. But again, they don't mind if you fit the standard.
I think that he just gives American vibes. So it's like,
they're like,
you're American and Asian, and we're not going to worry about what the Asian is.
They're like, you're born in America. So you know how they say, they'd be like, oh, you have American genes. What is American genes? Anyway, so goodness, that team was great, and Anthony was a good support in that group. It was give me Urena.
It was. I feel like they put the right pieces in the right places. And Wumuti, is that how you say his name? Is Wumuti?
I say Wumuti.
Wumuti. Well, making him the center
was smart,
was perfect, and it matched. I feel like if Jay was like the lead vocal and like the killing parts,
it would have been too much.
It would be Beyonce. It would be Gunwook again. It's a lot. He already naturally like draws attention to him. So him being like just a vocalist and not the main parts, that's good. Wumuti's visuals were so... He reminds me of Terry, by the way. That's why I like him, Terry Bogard. I like his smile. And then the blonde ones, I think it was like Dong Hai or something like that. Yeah. And the other blonde one whose name I can't remember. I like their facial expressions. Mm-hmm. The facials were really good. Like everyone was really expressive. Like Wumuti's smile, and then Jay when he's just singing is expressive, and then like Anthony's always gonna sound good. Like there was a lot going on in this group in the best way
I'll just say this song is not in Anthony's range.
Yeah,
because that was the one thing, but I didn't want to put attention to that. Because it's not your fault if you're given a song that is not in your vocal range.
I could slightly hear it, but I think it didn't stand out too much.
I know because I follow his career. So I know when he's able to, because from episode 1, he was able to belt and all that stuff. He was reaching to get to those notes, to get to those parts. But also, again, stage performance, etc., etc. There's so much going on, but he's still talented, and I'm always voting for him. And it's gonna get hard when it's one pick time, and I'm like, I got 3 babies.
That's what's gonna bother me. Like it's always gonna be Anthony until the end, and I just have to pray that you guys got everyone else for me.
I don't trust Korea to do what I need them to do. Because my other picks are Korean, but I feel like they're just going to drop the ball. But I need my crunch in this group.
This is the thing about this show. They're going to force us to like every single Korean. So whatever Korean gets in, we'll just have to accept it. Because that's how Kepler was. Like any Korean they name, people would just be happy unless it was Maya or something. Because only Maya fans wanted Maya. Sorry. When it comes to... and Bora. When it comes to the foreigners though, like I need these certain global people in.
Yeah. I'm open. There's so many contestants that I actually like. So I feel like I don't know. But as long as Anthony gets in, I'll be happy. But I want Doha and I want Daul. Those are the 3. And
I can see Doha getting very far.
I do too.
Daul, he's kind
questionable. And that's the thing. I know one of them will make it far. I just don't know which one.
As long as he doesn't have anyone splitting votes with him. Like Haewon,
but I am that person splitting votes.
No, when I say splitting votes, I mean think about like Haewon and Minju. They had enough fans each that they can both get in. But I feel like if Doggo has another person like that, that's going to be too much of a split.
It's if between you and me, I see Doha making it further.
Mm-hmm.
And if he makes it further, it's only one person I have to worry about then. Yeah. But I don't. They're both so charming.
Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, Love Me Right was great. And Jay's going to debut, whether it's with this show or some other company. He's ready. He can hop in, and he better not. If he doesn't get into this group, he better not go to some lame lower tier company. Like he's worth a Cube, a Pledis. He's worth the oh gosh, I would not wish him to do another survival show. Because they're getting ready for Island too.
I was just thinking Island.
Ain't nobody got time for Island. Nobody got time. Like, no. But anyway, what do you think about the previews for Love Me Right Team K?
I think that I know a lot of people like Huey, but I'm not feeling it.
If I was him, I would have been a master. I'm not. I don't know. I know he wants to get back out there, and he's out the military. Look, if the person that's the host of the show, I wrote his debut song, and he's telling me, giving me pointers, and I made your song. Like I in my room, my house, in my studio, singing the lyrics to a song that you sang for your showcase. That when they play that song, I get residuals from. And you're telling me how to do my job. And again, stay humble. You can learn from the youth. You can learn from people that are new. Like there's no learning never stops. But the thing is, it just makes it feel like, dang, you spent all those years in the industry. There's nothing to gain from this.
I don't know. I mean, you're right. Like the learning never stops. But I feel like when it comes to K-pop, you can only reach so far because I feel like K-pop is just very restrictive, and I feel like he's past that.
There's a ceiling. Yeah,
I feel like he's like past that now, and I've like even when the masters were giving him tips, it just felt awkward because I felt like rather than saying you're bad, you need to work on this, it feels more like they're saying it's not that you're bad, it's just that K-pop is this box, and you're out here. You need to come back into this box. You know what I mean?
I feel like he's in the status of like a E1 or a Full Bloom or a Mono Tree or any of the really famous producers that are production teams. Like he's there, which is in my opinion, like beautiful place to be. And he's done his time as a K-pop idol. And I don't want to say you can never get on stage and sing and dance again, but I feel like, is this the fast that you need to do it in? And like produce Planet series, the pressure cooker. I just feel like you're like, if you don't get in, they're going to ask you to write a song for them. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's just hard because I don't want to say like, why are you on the show? Because maybe this is really what he wants. What if this is what he wants? He wants to debut,
say why you're on the show, but I'm like, if it's going to do more harm than good to me, I don't know. Who's to say? But sorry, I have to keep it real. He's getting gotten, but like he earned the gotten.
We'll see. I think that might happen too.
I don't see him getting in. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I know people are going to get really mad, and I'm so sorry, but I do not see him fitting in visually with the rest of them anyway.
I feel like I have to wait until the concept challenge to see how people feel about him, because it's hard to tell, because in the beginning everyone's talking about him because they're like, this guy from Pentagon who wrote like Energetic is competing. Why? But no, everyone's curious about him.
But at first I was like, give him a chance. But now I feel like he's singing. He's like trying to be Beyonce, singing all these ad libs, and I'm like, you're doing so much. Just sing the song. Like, just sing the song. What?
That's exactly how that master looked too. I think when he did his high note, like, did you see the one of the masters? He like looked directly into the camera. I was like,
I'm like, you're showing off for what? Like, you have nothing to prove. Just sing the song.
I feel like he's trying very hard, and it's just a little bit off-putting. But it's not that he's trying hard; it's just that his skill is just so high that him naturally just working just looks like that.
This is too much. But again, you know, it's sad because if he was a no name coming in, like 23 years old, we'd be like, oh wow, he's really great.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the difference. He's built a name for himself in the industry. We're like, you don't have to try hard. You've done it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and your career isn't over. Like, you can go back home, pop that, open up your studio and make more music, and all these other boy groups and girl groups are gonna buy it, and you have residuals coming in, and you will just sit rich and just continue to prosper. His list of songs, they played the list of songs he's written and produced. He's penned a lot of hits.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not a hater. I'm just like, you don't have to do too much. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I feel like there should have been a different show for him. Yeah. But I feel like Pentagon is over, so he couldn't do like a Kingdom.
Yeah, I was thinking that, like, I was thinking recently, remember Sisters Who Makes Waves? I feel like K-pop has enough generations of idols and even actors too who might want to try singing. There's enough people to make a Sisters Who Makes Wave, but like a Korean version. Yeah. Not 100 trainees, like you can do 30, just like almost like a copy and paste. And like Sisters Who Makes Wave, there's no extreme evil editing, but it's still interesting. You can do a similar style.
Yeah, and they could bring back some older singers. Get someone like Rose.
Yes, it would be really nice. Because Mama Doll was nice, and it would be nice to see it like competitive, but still for fun. Because some of those girls, they just get on the show for the publicity, basically. You know, but they still give a good stage. We need something like that for Korea.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
Mm-hmm. So we got to talk about the
points. Yeah, I told you they're gonna make the points worth something this go time.
The points are hefty.
When they said it's gonna be how much, 10,000 or how many points?
I think it's like 100,000 for the winning team, and then the winning group between K group and G group, everyone gets an extra 10,000, something like that.
There's no way. There's nonsense.
And the rumor is that everyone in K group won except for Kill This Love. Mm-hmm. And people are saying that that's enough to basically eliminate all the global trainees. That's how many points it is. I was like, that's
first off, hold on. First off, I don't see EXO Team K winning.
But EXO Team K, isn't that Huey's team?
Yes.
You got to think that the live voting, they're just going to vote depending on like
who they like.
Yeah, like the people.
True. They're like,
Pentagon is still
relevant. It only because
exactly.
That song was everywhere.
And they also have, I think, the Korean Center. Hanbin, isn't he on that team? Like, they're kind of stacked when it comes to popularity.
He picked the Avengers of the Avengers.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna they could have a worse performance, but it would have to be astronomically bad for them to lose. I think they're gonna win.
Well, ain't that something? That ain't right. So if this is so if everyone gets eliminated, if all the G group get eliminated, I'm done watching.
It's not going to be all. Like, I'm sure people who are really high in votes, like Anthony was like rank 8 or something, he might drop down to like 30. But if someone that high drops that low, that's really scary. That's not good, because if you reach if you're barely halfway through the show and you have 50 Koreans and then 10 global.
Mm-hmm. That's stupid.
They'll plan it past. If it gets really bad, they might plan it past a few.
No, but 10.
Plan it past a handful.
They'll be like, they're gonna chuang it, because they plan it past a ton of people.
I'm really hoping that the Korean girls, like the Korean female fan base who are voting in the show, because I don't know. We know how the healthy men vote. I don't know how
these women will vote.
Yes, we have no idea, because we're girl group fans coming into the boy group world. But I'm hoping that I'm hoping that the girls who are voting are like, oh, I like these foreigners. They're spicy. And the group's going to be all foreign.
You know what to say? As it when to Girls Planet comes back again, all of our knowledge is going to be on point.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, we know how this is working out because da 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 da. But
Ooh.
yeah, it's just a cute little, something to do on, for me to watch. And off topic, they're making a My Teenage Dream, but for boys.
Really?
That
That's
made
Classy's thing?
yes. I'm not
Well,
watching it, but yeah.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
good.
I'm Ram too. I think I made a really wise decision not watching Teenage, and
Yeah.
I can just blissfully listen to their music without knowing anything.
Yeah. I really like Classy's music too. So I was like, you know what? This is great. I can just enjoy it. There's no bitterness, no resentfulness. It's just like, ooh, Target, great. I love this song.
Because I feel like every time I hear a Kepler song, I'm like, you see, this person could have sung that, and that person could have done this. And then I get mad because I'm like, well, y'all robbed me of my joy. All I wanted was one
Yes.
thing.
And every time I watch a Kepler choreography and shouting and center, and I'm just like, Ishii's rank 9, Chaehyun's rank 1, and Bahie's rank 2 with those lines. Like, this is crazy. Okay.
We need a support group. We need a support group. We need
Yeah.
help at this point because I'm not over it and I don't know when I ever will.
Yes.
Um, but tell us in the comments, you guys, who you're rooting for, your top 9. What did you think of the first 5 performances they showcased on episode 3? And who stood out in each of the performances to you? And who you hope what your expectations are for round 2 and the voting. Do you think that they're going to try and be a little bit more fair to G group to allow them to have a shot? Do you think they're going to keep the odds stacked in K group? Let us know what you think in the comments below.
We have 2 weeks until the first elimination.
Dun dun dun.
The show is so happy and fun until the first
It's
elimination.
always so fun in the beginning.
Yeah. All
because
right.
you have all these possibilities.
Yes.
But thank you guys for tuning in to today's podcast. We are so grateful that you guys tune in and let us know what you think in the comments. Until next time, this has been Aneesa and Robbie, and we're all signing out. Dun, 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 dun.